Mother's Day facts. There are approximately 2 billion mothers in the world. Abraham Lincoln, Thomas Alva Edison and countless others have credited their mothers as being their pillars of strength and morality. In the Bible, Eve is credited being mother of all the living. Mother's Day is celebrated every year on second Sunday of May, to honor all mothers and express gratitude for the hardships they bear in bringing up a child. Mother's Day is the third most popular holiday in the world, second to only Christmas and Easter. Mother's Day has different dates around the world. It is celebrated on various days in many parts of the world, most commonly in the months of March or May. Mother's Day is celebrated in more than 46 countries. The day is observed by giving gifts, visiting, or taking mothers out for dinner and celebration. In early days, people observed Mother's Day by going to church and writing letters to their mothers. Eventually, giving gifts and flowers were added to the tradition. Mother's Day is the busiest day of the year. Mother's Day is the busiest day of the year for restaurants. One expert claims that about 200,000 extra waiters are hired just for the day. Mother's Day is the third largest card-sending holiday in the U.S. Studies and research now show that giving a bouquet of flowers has many positive health and psychological benefits. A quarter of all flowers purchased throughout the year are purchased on Mother's Day. More people purchase fresh flowers and plants for Mother's Day than for any other holiday except Christmas, Hanukkah. There are more phone calls placed on Mother's Day than any other day of the year. Carnations are very popular flowers for Mother's Day and are thought to be made from the tears of Jesus' mother, Mary. Pink and red carnations are given to mothers that are still alive, while white ones are for those that have passed away. In most countries and languages, the word for mother begins with letter M. This may be attributed to the M sound, one of the first sounds babies make when trying to speak. The word for mom is mama in Mandarin Chinese, mama in Iceland, M in Hebrew, and mi in Vietnamese. Mother's Day is also associated with Mothering Sunday, a Christian holiday, which started in the 1600s in England. Children working as domestic servants would come home to their mothers on the fourth Sunday of Lent. Mother's Day celebration was first started in the ancient era by the Greek and Romans. The first Mother's Day was celebrated in 1908 by Anna Jarvis. Anna Jarvis' motivation had been to reunite families after the Civil War. In 1908, the U.S. Congress rejected a proposal to make Mother's Day an official holiday. In 1908 was the first year Mother's Day was observed in the U.S. Many individual states celebrated Mother's Day by 1911. In 1912, Anna Jarvis trademarked both Mother's Day and the second Sunday in May. She also created Mother's Day International Association. Mother's Day became an official federal holiday less than a decade later in 1914. Mother's Day then became a recognized holiday in 1914. In 1914, President Woodrow Wilson signed a declaration for Mother's Day to be held on the second Sunday of May. By the 1920s, it had become so commercialized already that Anna Jarvis was disappointed. Jarvis would later denounce the holiday's commercialization and spent the later part of her life trying to remove it from the calendar. In 1907, Anna Jarvis selected the pink carnations as the symbol of Mother's Day. Ironically, Anna Jarvis, the founder of Mother's Day holiday, never married and had no child. The youngest mother in recorded history is Lena Medina. She gave birth to a baby boy when she was just 5 years old. The oldest mother in recorded history is Rajo Devi Lohan. She gave birth to a baby girl when she was 70 years old. The mom with the most kids is Mrs. Fyodor Vasilyev. She gave birth to 69 children between 1725 and 1765. Bolivia celebrates Mother's Day on May 27 to commemorate the Battle of La Coronilla, where women fighting for independence were killed. Thailand celebrates the birth of Her Majesty Queen Sirikit on August 12. In Thailand, Mother's Day is celebrated in August. In Mexico, people often hire mariachi groups to play at their mother's or grandmother's graves. In Mexico, Mother's Day is reportedly the busiest night for restaurants. In the former Yugoslavia, children would tie up their mother on Mother's Day. The tradition of tying parents and children symbolizes connecting the two generations with mutual respect. In order to be freed, she had to pay them with treats.